Yeah, and also you take a lot of magical damage from this, right? You mentioned the Ice Vortex combined with Pudge and the magical damage that he has. He can stand his ground versus the Troll. You have a BKB piercing ulti that goes through potentially the ult of the Troll and the BKB that he would have, so you can wear off those timings. Everybody has has some level of control. Even the Lycan can build into potential silences if they need something like an Orchid in the lineup. And maybe the problem I have here with Pudge and Lycan, of course, Pudge does do quite a lot of right-click damage with Rotten Core, but Lycan with an AC isn't getting a lot of backup for it. So how would you build this Lycan in this game? I don't think the traditional basic physical damage amp on Lycan is the way to go here. I think you might need to shift 1 or 2 items.
Prepare for battle.
Just a bit of good, clean fun.
Aftershocks.
Yeah. Well, he picked up the Sage's Mask, so that's definitely going to lead us into a Dominator, at least on the Lycan. Let's see if he finishes the full Overlord. Also think that could be the way to go. There's still going to be a Battle Fury Troll in this game, and most likely an early Ags coming up for the Pudge. Now, also the Observer is highlighting that Death Rhyme on the Ancient Apparition, so all of your spells cause the enemies to lose strength, and, well, that can really hurt the Mars.
It was your own damn fault.
The battle resumes.
Lycan Wolf is going to scout Liquid's position. Last time around, Heroic, when they played the Pudge, they straight up walked up those stairs and took the fight. And Heroic will have a late smoke just like Liquid, so very similar scouting done in terms of that smoking and claiming territory. They've already spotted where they were previously, so there's a high chance Heroic might actually figure out. They've probably left some vision there if no hero shows. Well, Heroic has placed their own vision. Yuma, quite deep into the jungle. Heroic whispers, smokes are popping. Ace and Tofu got no idea where. They're gonna get the D ward. That's a really nice D ward, actually.
Snowball fight.
Only because of the smoke popping that they suspected the same. But here we get the laning stage underway. It's going to be 3 bounties for 1 in favor of Heroic to start the game. Have a slight edge in terms of gold. Not that much, though. That is going to shift pretty quickly, considering how these lanes are going to be going. Probably the first hook already connected in the top lane by Yuma. Bottom lane, we'll probably just see the waves being at least attempt to cut them. Naga Siren is a bit annoying, though, even if you have boots on Schofield. Really unable to do anything to this Naga Siren.
Impure.
Too out.
Yeah. do like the fact that we mentioned about this Pudge being a contested hero, and it ends up going into the arms of Heroic, as kind of suspected that they might go for this Pudge. Do you think Liquid were aware that this Pudge is very likely to go through, and have they drafted accordingly to answer this carry Pudge?
Did you?
At least the early laning prowess of the Mars and the Hoodwink will help punishing the Ancient Apparition and the Pudge. Even if you think that AA is going to get a lot of free hits, this double stun lane, you can always set up for a kill. Easily find pokes. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Tofu, he's also hit his level 2 as Schofield and the Violama trying to find the easiest farm that they can. Only 5 last hits on the Lycan to the 16 on the Troll. This was suspected all the way from the first phase, so something done right on the Liquid scouting department with those first phase picks. Both. There we go. He's popping the edict. Whisper at least is able to zone him out with the enchant totem and the aftershock, so that is 0 damage dealt with the edict.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. I usually like
Top lane, the double stuns are connecting. Yuma is going to try and fight back, but that's going to be a first blood picked up by Boxy. Can Yuma get to ace, though? Boxy body blocking there, forcing that hook to hit him instead. Yuma won't be able to deny the creeps either from Boxy, so that's going to be a first for Liquid, but they are very badly damaged on the side of Liquid after that trade.
Stuffed. Just about almost.
Bit of a nice sidestep there. Pretty simple dodge on the hook. Yuma doesn't really have a big angle as the creeps are chasing him. They do bring them straight to the Mars. Mars, who had a pretty rough beginning. You can see the Hoodwink has more net worth than the Mars does right now. On the other side, the Lycan is a couple hundred gold ahead, so which has allowed the Violama to start slowly catching up, even if that is a fully free farm troll. Only a 400 gold difference after the first 5 minutes. It could be a whole lot worse.
Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
The stun lock on top with 3 heroes. Tofu also came under the tower with a Naga Siren, able to dodge the cold feet. Schofield will also intervene, but this Tiny is taking a hell of a beating. They will toss Boxy. There's still the wave under the tower, though, and Schofield almost got killed, and now he finally falls. Yuma saved him with the hook, but the acorn shot was too much, and Yuma's got no mana for Meat Shield. He couldn't get it off. That could have maybe saved his life, but he needed like 3 mana. But Pudge, with that low mana regen per second, it's just not enough. There was no Bazzi up on the Ancient Apparition. If KJ had it, would have been different. Nisha is falling to Whisper, and Whisper will take that fight to the Leshrac, take him down. And that is a big kill for Whisper indeed. He'll miss out on the rune. No bottle refill for him. And a bit of poke from Boxy. Misses the bushwhack, but that's going to be a trade around the map. 1 for 2 Or sorry, 2 for 2 actually, as they did take the Naga Siren in the top lane. Open again. 3 versus 2. Can they get to Whisper? Nisha just needs vision for the lightning storm, but sadly, too many slows in the way. And look at Schofield's skill build. He went tree grab and toss. No avalanche.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
Ugh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I got a tree. It's like a cat's toy that you're wiggling in the air, hoping that they're getting interested, but sometimes they're just staring. They're like, "What are you doing with that tree? Why are you waving it around like that?" Yeah, definitely something very interesting. Nope. All right, looking at our net worth sheet so far, Whisper is 500 gold ahead of Nisha in the mid lane matchup. Mickey has a bit of a lead towards the Troll, 600 gold in total. Well, the offlaners are tying right now, Dalai Lama and Ace. Ace, especially with those assists that he picked up and getting closer to level 6, now poses a threat for that Pudge. Liquid have been making heroes with 3 heroes, and they're making another move towards bottom, going towards Dalai Lama. And even if they don't go straight at him, they might check the triangle, but the Naga Illusion's already scouted. There are no stacks being made on the side of Heroic. Schofield did take a bit of a beating there from Boxy and Tofu. The full burst doing about 800 damage to a 1k HP Tiny, forcing him back.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Loaded to the gills.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Tofu is sending more and more illusions into the triangle just to block the camp, so there's no chance for them to stack for the Shaker. Whisper's gonna have to find other means, but at least with the way the laning stage has been going for him, he is getting that Blink Dagger in just 200 gold. As this game is undergoing here, we're going to find out one of the grand finalists for FISSURE Universe 7. These both teams will be playing in FISSURE Playground 2 as well on October 31st to the November 2nd in Belgrade, Serbia. A $1 million LAN event. Exclamation mark ticket. The tickets were only a couple euros if I looked correctly, so very, very cheap tickets for you to bring up. Just make sure that you have your flights and accommodations fixed, because for that price of a ticket, it's a really good bargain. You can also click the banner right below the stream.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Should be a kill. At least with the Leshrac following up. He's going through that meat shield. Only level 1 with a maxed out Diabolic Edict, so Nisha will be able to burst him down. Ping Jungles, he smoked up Whisper on the edge of vision. Hoodwink might have seen them pop it. They are going for the retaliation. Shaker's Blink has been revealed, but can he get in range? Not onto Nisha. He didn't see him in time. There's an arena coming in from the Ace, from Ace Mars. They got the Echo Slash. AA Blast onto Leshrac. They just need a bit more damage onto that Leshrac, but Whisper is dropping low. Troll is participating in the fight, and there's the toss. Nisha will finally fall, and they got the avalanche to keep Ping Jungle safe. Yuma goes for the hook. He grabs the Troll, has an ulti, and he gets it just before the Dismember goes off. And now he's going to fight versus Yuma. He'll try to kite him for a second, walks straight back in, pops the magic one for some heal. Mickey running away. The toss comes out, and the blood grenade, it didn't connect onto Mickey. KJ goes down. Ace will take him out, as they will save the Troll, and Boxy is looking for a connection. The bushwhack onto the back of Yuma, and it will be Schofield who tanks it with the spear coming in as well. You got 2 different projectiles flying in, but Yuma will live. Their supports will go down. And a quick tip coming out from Mickey onto Ace that, you speared right in front of the Pudge. We might have been able to kill the Pudge, but it was a nice use of skill shots.
Dire's Radiant's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll grab Tofu.
They're
Whisper
beating
will be
on
able to
Dire's
pick up,
top tower.
pick up a kill for himself. That puts the Shaker 3 and 1
Dire's
currently.
top tower has fallen.
Nisha making some ancient stacks. The Llama has also actually Schofield actually opened up these camps, so they're able to start stacking that jungle again if they'd want to. Let's see now. We got a haste picked up on the Shaker. They are smoked up in the river. Heroic gonna go on the hunt for Mickey. They might run into Nisha. He's on the edge of vision. They see him now, but they are committed to heading bottom. That scan is right on top of Mickey. Straight up jump. This unlock is coming through. He's trapped inside that fissure. There's nowhere to go. There's no backup to arrive here. So Schofield's avalanche and toss will secure the kill. We'll take down Mickey's troll. Whisper spotted. This ward has just shown the Shaker's position. It was about to walk into a trap. Yeah, just outside of it. Yeah, there's some very intriguing warding spots you can put down in the water. And the enemy from finding those wards of your own.
Haste.
We got a blink soon up on the Mars. That timing is just a couple hundred gold away. Yuma, one more piece of wards his Aghanim's. Whisper goes in. AA blast coming in, and Troll gets smacked in the face. He did get the battle trance off. Whisper might just die because of it. He will die. Troll will fall. Fortunate for Whisper. That's still going to be a Liquid 2-1 despite the setup from Heroic. Really good response from Liquid.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
See if they can catch him. Smoke's popped. They know. Ace is running
Not
in.
much good's
Lycan in the low ground.
happening to
Easy grab.
Radiant's
There's the spear, the blink reveal from the spear. There goes the Llama.
These things aren't
Nisha
cheap, you
even
know.
popped the 80 rune for this. Currently sitting at the magical 322
Radiant's
stats
middle
with
tower
99
is
last
out.
hits and 9 denies. Very nice.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Setting up on Ace here. Fissure connects. Whisper having that shard with the follow-up aftershock. Ace will grab the shatter on that AA blast, and Yuma clean this one up with the AA. Good retaliation from Nisha. But Yuma has maxed out the meat shield, so that's not really doing any damage to him. Heroic gonna go for a bit of a chase. Boxy still hidden in the fog for now. Setting up on the back line. Maybe he can snipe Yuma. Yes, he can. Absolutely beautiful move from Boxy into the back line. They lose Nisha, but they got the kill first on that Pudge. Whisper, though, what can he do? Echo Slam spent. Another bushwhack coming out from the Hoodwink, and Troll is joining in. They're very low on Heroic. They need to get out right now as Mickey is going on the chase. They'll go for Schofield. The Avalanche is there. Boxy is tanking the abilities, hoping that that Mickey is going to be able to clean this one up in the end, as Whisper will drop the Fissure. Mickey with another slow. Tofu is coming in as well, and there's your ulti from the Troll. Whisper will fall. A double for Mickey. And my goodness, Boxy made this fight look so damn good for Liquid. It could have gone the whole different way if he didn't play as he did. Oh dear. Yuma is already respawned and going straight for that, so Heroic get a retaliation. Big for Yuma.
Someone better help Dyer's middle tower.
A tie to the impurities. Invisibility.
Leshrack's in trouble. The arena comes out from Ace. But that won't do too much because it won't be able to save Nisha. They trade in mid laners. The post-mortem kill for Nisha on Whisper. Ace is getting slowed down. The wolves are crippling the feet of this Ace Mars. Detection comes out finally with a sentry down to the ground. Ace will drop, and Lycan finally gets a piece of that action too with his shapeshift going the full duration as the hero dies in front of him. Etworth continues to be tied. I know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
Nah, he's not in big trouble. He'll be all right. But you are right. The Liquid map is going to be in trouble for sure. If all that time is spent chasing those lanes, they start to passively push in. There's already a wolf lane going down bottom. Ace is there to respond to it. Schofield with King Jungles coming through top. But Pudge is DP'd all the way back home. I don't know what KJ and Schofield are planning right now. They don't have any cores around. They might just fall dead here. It is a blink on the Tiny, sure, and a Force Staff on the Ancient Apparition. If you can find a squishy, you can't get the jump on him. KJ's Courier dies to Nisha, and they also got the vision removed on that Twin Gate. And here comes Ace. He's jumping straight on top of the Tiny. And KJ also dies to Nisha. I have no idea what Heroics was planning there with the supports. There was no cores around to help them out, and the entire Liquid team is here. They're going for the Tormentor next. And they even use the Ice Blast on Nisha, so they can't, even with the AA respawning, there's no Ice Blast to contest the Tormentor. So this should be free for Liquid if they jump it. Whispers, he's trying to create space. He's trying to buy some time with this death. It's a costly one, but Heroic, this death needs to mean for something. Feels like it's probably not. I don't know why Heroic did that. I mean, I'd understand the support sacking themselves. If you left the Ice Blast off cooldown, so that you never used it. My Llama have to do a bit of dancing here, back and forth. Oh, he's not able to get out. God, Heroic. This has been a really bad 1 full minute, because that's an entire 4,000 gold swing. They do get Mickey at least with the Shatter. The supports will go for the Troll and secure a kill on him. He'll die on the last final second, as that Battle Trance doesn't last as long as the Ice Blast duration.
I despair.
Okay.
tower is under attack.
That is true, but still a big gold swing for Liquid, despite those 2 salvaging kills that they were able to pick up on Heroic. And you know, highlights or lowlights, there's some of those in Fissure's social media with the exclamation mark F command. Head over to Fissure's social media channels, all the way from watching videos on TikTok to news posts, tournament announcements, talent announcements on X, and also click the banner below the stream to head over to that link tree. But too long didn't read. Long story short, Heroic did get something to salvage that really grim minute. See what they're gonna do bottom. They have a tier 1. They have a tier 1 to TP to. Heroic could still bring in reinforcements. Luckily, not the Vailama, though. He has a TP on cooldown. Schofield getting chased. There's the hook from Yuma. Does he really want to take this fight? He's doing damage through the fog. Nisha spent all of his spells. Tofu needs to build a bit of distance. He sees the AA is also here. He'll just allow Liquid's members to escape. Walk in with the song.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, pretty much. It is hard to play. It's really hard to play a Naga Siren because most of the time you pop your song, you're griefing. So it's definitely pretty difficult to use that hero effectively. 2 wolves parked right in front of Tofu. Right, he knows that he's been spotted with those wolves right in front of him dying. He's spawned by the Lycan. It's true. It's true. I mean, you do, on this Liquid side, you want to jump the enemy, right? So that's just been a savior, why he hasn't had to go for that blink right away. Leshrek's getting surrounded from all directions, and even the Naga getting sent in for an Echo Slam follow-up from Whisper. Nisha, Tofu dead. The Vailama also microed his courier, microed his Dominator creep to deny the Arcane Rune away from that Leshrek. And Yuma is under vision right now, but there's Ace and there's the Hoodwink. They have to damage the Sharpshooter. Yeah, level 2 Sharpshooter. A lot of damage to go through on that punch.
What have we here?
Radiant's middle
39
tower
kills.
shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Yes.
Fish. Spotted moving under that tower. Goes for the blinking onto Vailama's creep, but that's a bit of a bait, isn't it? Because there's Scorpion on King Jungle's going again onto the Leshrac. The Vailama's coming in as well. Ace does get the arena, traps the HN Apparition. He'll trade the Leshrac. Foxy will be there for the damage. He won't get the Sharpshooter to connect, but Mickey gets the root through the BKB off that Lycan, and Mickey will just unleash hell on top of that wolf and take down the Vailama. Berserker's Rage. Piercing debuff immunity. Absolutely balanced against a hero that is fully built up on movement speed, and that movement speed drops to 0. You really gotta watch your positioning as the Vailama. He wanted to get the Boxy, but also really good read from Mickey to just go and hug Boxy simultaneously.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire just denied their middle tower.
Yeah. That is a risk with the carry Pudge. If you don't get that game going early, your game is kind of over. If you have a good start for the match, you'll get to play your timings, but Liquid has always replied, preventing this Pudge from absolutely snowballing away in this game. And he still lacks that magical resistance to nerf the rot damage on himself. He applies on his opponents. That's why Eternal Shroud type items and BKB is really good for fighting with a Pudge.
Just as much help as bottom.
Eternal Shroud more in the long run too.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We'll see. Foxy's taken down. Echo Slime used by Whisper. Ace and Mickey find him, and the root is onto the tiny Schofield. He's getting rooted again by Mickey. Man, he's throwing in range hits, turning into melee form, so he's ensnaring Schofield from a range a couple times and keeps him from escaping. That's some excellent gameplay there from Mickey, macro managing between two different targets simultaneously. And Tofu will take the fight to Yuma, going for the Dismember. Is the backup there in time? His BKB will keep him up. Ace is dropping low. Mickey is coming in full speed. Yuma will get the backup now. Divine Llama, he shapeshifted, but that runs out. So Liquid will find a T1 tower by the looks of it. Okay, they just forced the glyph out and go back on the retreat.
What a bounty!
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Gold for me.
There is one ace up the sleeve of Heroic. And there's also one which you could consider on the Leshrac. So basically the Lycan with Axe to bite that Pudge, who actually gets insane amounts of right-click damage with Rotten Core. Pudge can right-click really damn hard. And on the Leshrac, the Diabolic Edict hitting a secondary target, but most likely Nisha will pick up the standard Pulse Nova plus 30 damage, because it gives 1/3 extra. Oh, they're gonna run into each other. Schofield Ace gets the jump in first, but Tiny gets the save. Blinks away. King Jungle's in trouble. Does he get the Ice Blast off? He got the cast, but did it explode? It did. Mickey, he's got his BKB though. That Chatter's being soaked. Foxy, he's under threat, but there's the song from Tofu. While they're fighting, the supports are cleaned up. Pudge is gonna get targeted here. The Ace misses a spear on a stationary target, and Yuma gets the BKB off simultaneously. Lycan gets on the run. He doesn't want to be near Mickey's troll. His shapeshifters run out though. Divine Llama, he's gonna get caught up. That's a 530 movement speed troll that runs up to you. Cancels your teleport. Ace also with the spear, and Divine Llama will be given away for Liquid. There's nothing they can do to save him. And Roche is just on time for that bottom pit where Liquid's already waiting. Oh, Nisha's gonna get thrown away. Okay. Got the jump in the pit, but Roche is dropping low, but he's rooted at the corner of this Roche pit, sent up with his own mules actually, so he's not even able to click an enemy. That was a bit unfortunate, maybe sending the troll up in the air and have a chance, because Lesh was doing AoE damage during that whole duration. He might have been able to sneak that Aegis, but it was a long shot. He tried it.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower. Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Dire's middle tower is under attack. almost went down. Radiant's top tower
Yuma
deserves just as much
has
help as
picked up a
Bottom.
kill from that previous fight, but outside of that, that's all he's gotten. He was 1-4-4, now he's 2-4-4. Hasn't really gotten his Pudge running. Heroic has been struggling to engage his Pudge. Hasn't made any progress in his items.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Yes.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Dire's bottom tower always did get short shrift.
Haste.
Radiant's top tower.
There's a ton of items coming in. Oh, Heroic is getting pincered from two different directions. Yuma is going to get caught by the Spear Arena. That Pudge is just gone right away. KJ was giving him some protection on the high ground. But unfortunately, Liquid, they struck from a different direction that the AA was guarding. Now the guards got caught with their pants down. Who goes there?
I guess Radiant fortified their structures. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They put the toss back. The troll in. It's not that BKB Whisper also, man. You gotta use a BKB to dispel the ensnare. That's it was, yeah, Nikkei's done that so many times so far. He hits a range hit and turns into melee form, so it instantly turns to a potential ensnare. Glasses on top of it, he got the echo stamina, the mad bushwhack from that Naga song, and that Whisper Schofield both dead. Mikkei might just die on that Aegis as soon as that battle trance runs out. He's got it, but Heroic has completely cleaned up in their base. Jin KJ will also fall. That leaves Yuma with no friends around him, and Liquid, they're a step closer to victory.
Dire's bottom tower has shattered to little pieces. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are taking fire, which is obviously bad. Dire's middle barracks have fallen. Some bad things happening to Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
Yeah, Pudge has also given up on that refresher, and he's going for a Veil of Discord. Try to increase his damage. This could be a bit of a all-in play. He won't have enough money to get the full Shiva's guard. Meanwhile, the Shaker still holding on to that refresher. Abyssal recipe missing on the Lycan. Wind Waker on that Tiny queued up, but all these items, they're not done yet. So we might get a second round of heroic items still getting finished before Liquid takes this game completely. But they've taken 2 lanes of racks, 25,000 gold ahead, and showing why they should be in the grand finals. This game 1 is definitely going their direction right now. Find Nisha. That's a good grab. Give a nice injection of money on the side of heroic. That gives the Tiny down.
Structures are fortified.
Just a support death. Yuma finds an XP shrine to take. We'll hit almost level 22. So still a bit of a way to go for that level 25. TP down in mid. Liquid now moving towards the top half of the map. They ping out Whisper's location. Ace is coming in. Boxy is also there. Just the 2 of them can do some really serious damage. Boxy running in. The bounty still down on the ground, and Shaker won't even be able to pick it up.
Dire's courier
As the arena and the spear, the sharpshooter combo. That is that's 1,600 damage from the hoodwink. So tells something about how much damage you take when the boomerang comes out first, followed up with the pushwhack into the level 3 sharpshooter. Someone
better help Dire's middle tower.
True. True.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Now you just jinxed him. You almost jinxed him here. He's getting vision for his allies to go in there. Yuma will still follow up onto that hoodwink. He gets saved by the force step, and Nick blinks in. Yuma, no one's there just quite yet. Schofield is right next to him. Yuma, now finally the root comes out. The force step there from KJ, and they're setting up on the troll. He does have that battle trance, and he's under a song. Nick needs to back out. He gets stunned though. He's not out of this one yet. There, the arena from Ace comes out. Yuma will be taken down. The punch is gone completely. He will not return. Lycan will fall, and they clean up the rest of Heroic. So with that, there was a small opening, but Liquid cleaned things up. And what a game. 44 to 21 in 37 minutes. A total of 65 kills. An entertaining game one. Absolutely.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Before we head over to Game 2's draft, I want to remind you about Fisher Playground 2 and their Dota tickets that are on sale right now on the 31st of October to the 2nd of November.
Remaining.
We're playing a $1 million LAN event in Serbia at the Sava Center. So you might as well head over there. Exclamation mark ticket into chat. Tickets are starting at a low price of €8 right now. So go grab yours, and we'll see you there at the Sava Center. The Game 2 for this series is about to begin. Let's head over to the draft and see how things transpire between the two sides. One thing I did pick up, mainly about that Pudge pick, and his damage output in that game, almost non-existent. Just barely under 11,000 damage dealt in that game. Shaker doing the majority with that 23k, while on the side of Liquid, 30k, 33k, 21k, they're doing so much more than Heroic did. So hopefully they've got some answers coming up into game number 2.
Dire team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, at least some of the damage department has already been removed in the first phase with Queen of Pain, the Lycan removed, the Beastmaster lockdown. Liquid already coming up hot with some really good bans in the first phase. Let's see what Heroic is going to start cooking with that first pick. What do they have in mind? Liquid did get an instant reply last time around when they went for that Lycan first pick. An instant troll came up right after.
Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to pick.
Naga Siren.
Shadow Fiend was banned in the final phase of Game 1. You wonder if Whisper can pull off a mid Shadow Fiend or provide a flex for Yuma.
10 seconds
that is,
remaining.
Unknown to us all.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to ban.
Dusk.
10 seconds remaining.
A lot of thoughtful faces there on the side of Liquid.
5 seconds
Getting
remaining.
themselves prepared for that second phase. With that Tusk opener, like you have a world of options to go for. Boxy, hell of a Tusk these last 2-3 years. Has definitely been a absolute highlight player on this hero. And he's on a hot streak. If he does something, if he replicates that hoodwink performance, Heroic is in serious trouble.
10 seconds remaining.
You could get Clockwork.
5 seconds remaining.
That's true. That's true. I still like, maybe Clockwork is the best substitution they have for Schofield to pick up here against that Tusk.
Dire Team's turn to ban.
Gaming Gladiators, yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5
That was
seconds remaining.
pretty iconic. It wasn't planned in terms of the organization signing them, happened to have a gladiator helmet. One of the Centurion helmets back in the day. So let's see if Liquid wants to go for a double support opener. Will we see Nisha's hero come up early again? Usually with the double support going into the 24th pick would mean double cores, so I maybe pick up either Mickey's or Ace's hero pretty early on in the draft. Ace rarely gets the last pick. Like they do. They did pick up the Tusk here, so I wouldn't be down if they go for a Flex Weaver pick, for example, where we've seen Tofu already play it from the Pos 5 position.
Dire Team's
That could
turn
be
to
pretty
pick.
unique, a team having a Weaver Flex pick, because generally that hero doesn't have that much flex above the 1 and the 4, but them playing it as a 1 and a 5 might give them a slight edge. It is a support without a stun, but it is a support that's
seconds
able to go
remaining.
around the map and cause a lot of chaos.
5
Tusk and
seconds
Weaver
remaining.
could be highly mobile. Liquid could look for something that just matches Heroic's pace.
Radiant Team's
Going for
turn
the
to
constant
pick.
brawl. Go for the Snapfire instead. This again does give another hero with a lot of tempo. Great in all of the stages of the game. Pretty much a very safe support pick currently in the meta.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team's turn to pick.
Gyrocopter!
Yeah, there are some answers. Liquid could come up straight against that gyrocopter. But I think this is Heroic's curveball, shifting things
10
up a
seconds
bit.
remaining.
Yuma didn't have the best game one, so maybe they are setting
5
up
seconds
for
left.
potential
Don't
strength
freeze up.
heroes to answer that gyrocopter, and the Violama. He won't get his hands on his Timber Saw because Heroic banned it themselves, but there could be a potentially good game for, say, an Enigma, for example. Tusk can be annoying to the hero, but they see both supports, and Enigma's pretty good into both of these. At least late game scaling, there's possibilities that if you go like all the way to plus 50 minutes, Tusk picks up an Ags. You can attack
Dire
from
Team's turn to
range.
pick.
Great Enigma spells. Most likely a Whisper Bat or a Support Bat for Heroic, so a flex pick there.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's not a bad Juggernaut game. Running out of time.
Dire team's
Side
turn
of
to pick.
Liquid. Down to the
Tide
final
Hunter.
seconds. Ace, Tide Hunter. So Ace will pair up with the Snapfire. Oh wait, actually pair up with the Tusk in the lane. I don't recall Tofu playing a 5 Tusk, so rather leave
10
that.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, rather leave that hero in the hands of Boxy if you think how good of a
5
Tusk
seconds
player he
remaining.
is. But if you're thinking about the lane itself, you could build up
Radiant
a
team's
lot
turn
of
to
minus
pick.
armor between these two. And there's your Juggernaut. Extra damage for the Omni Slash with the support spells and their offlane Tidehunter's Gush.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Do they just demote Gyro into a support, play at a
Radiant
plus 4
team
on
ban.
Schofield, and pick a new carry? There's the Enigma I was thinking about.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to ban.
Yeah, Whisper Bat.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm still leaning to
5
that
seconds
clockwork
remaining.
on Schofield.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I played that this year.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Of the offlane position, actually, as a plus 3 Gyro. I've won a lot of games on it. I went Blade Mail Shard and Drums was basically my build-up. So I'm technically just a plus 4 Gyro who gets his items faster through farm, and then you just ramp up your tempo, because it's really
10
difficult
seconds
to
remaining.
trade with a Gyrocopter in the lane and after the laning stage.
5
He's
seconds
so
remaining.
good at just harassing you. So in that sense, I could get behind your idea of that Gyrocopter being put into a support, because if they want another UR hero, or sorry, if they
Radiant team's
want to
turn to
keep
pick.
that Gyro as a carry, I see Nyx Assassin, I see Ringmaster on Schofield's latest pubs. So we could see something like a Dagon Nyx Assassin with a Yule's build up is okay. I think the Ringmaster would provide an extra save. But if they want
10
another
seconds
carry,
remaining.
you mentioned the
5 seconds
Sven,
remaining.
I think, at some point, which is, I think, okay. But I like the Morphling in a game where there's a Juggernaut.
Dire team's turn to pick.
There's a Spirit Breaker. Yeah, that was also another I was reeling at, but I wasn't entirely sure, because I'm not an expert on Spirit Breaker, if it's a good game for it. But that's something that Schofield has also been playing as of late.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Invoker.
Choose your hero.
I like that facet choice. Please keep that. We get something different for once, which is not gonna be the Exhort Invoker. Okay. Yeah. I think that's the best one, to be honest. Like, if you think about the scaling in the game too, how are we hitting our stride? Those tornadoes actually do quite a lot of work, and they can clean up Naga illusions nicely. Sets up on multiple heroes, helps you with the Enigma if he doesn't have a BKB up and running. It could be a very cool thing to see if we get the Mind of Tornaris. Mhm.
That was lame. That was lame.
Prepare for battle.
So basically, we are getting the Mind of Tornaris as we are ready to go for game number 2 with a Heroic and Liquid. We'll see what pans out of this match. It's going to be a tight one for sure. Heroic has to bring their A game into this. They've got a lot of comfort heroes. You've got Whisper, who is a legendary Batrider player. You have the Enigma as well for Divine Llama. Let's see how far they're going to take them, because there's definitely some cooking going on the side of Liquid, and I'm pretty sure the Observer's going to highlight this Invoker on that Mind of Tornaris.
"30 seconds to battle." Starting.
Yep. Yeah. So far, the team that has picked up 3 of the 4 bounty runes has lost the game. So maybe there's some magics going on the side of Heroic for this one, as they only pick up 1 for Yuma. Willingly giving away money to the opponent. You sound like somebody who's making a script. Better leave it there. You're gonna piss off like half of the chat right there with the words that you spew out of your mouth, saying stuff like that. You gotta be careful with that. Not we, you. You're the one who believes it. It's all on you. Don't even try and push the blame on me on this one. But yeah, all of the lanes actually starting off solid with the first last hits. Ace is going to have to drag this lane for a while. He started with Kraken Shell on the Tidehunter, so he won't be able to pop that Anchor Smash. He won't allow him to play aggressive with the Gush and the Tag Team. So with their first level abilities, it's a bit of a mismatch with Liquid. Unfortunate for Ace. Maybe at level 2 they'll have a small opening. Yep. Yeah, it works both ways. You can deluge to guarantee rocket barrage damage, or you can just pop the tag team and with the anchor smash or the gush go straight at the Naga Siren. So both lanes have very strong 2 versus 1 abilities. Off lane, Divine Llama lose the previous round of Eidolons. Not sure if they expired. I don't think they were. They expired because Mickey has 23 last hits already. This is insane. How high? How many last hits can you get at the highest at 2 minutes 30 when everyone else is at 13, 11, 10, and 10, and this Jug's got 24 now. The charge, that's a first blood for Schofield. So while Mickey is busy with the farm, Berserker's busy with the kills. Gonna bring in a Divine Llama here for us as well. He has Malefice. They've got Blade Fury. Schofield actually trying to split the damage on both of them. He might be able to kill off Schofield, but that being said, the Lotus goes into the hands of the Enigma. Has 5 last hits, by the way, at the moment, so pretty rough start. Funny thing is, I've sometimes seen mid Enigmas play the lane against their opponent by not spawning Eidolons at all. So you could level points into it and use them for jungling, or just like if the wave is under your tower, you pop them, you farm it like from a safe distance, and then you send them away. You never lane with them. When you're playing from the off lane, you don't get that luxury. You're always going to put them in the line of fire. He's going to get hit by a charge. Looks like they might have gone for a Blade Fury spin onto the hero, but they're just going to try and Delta split the Dolans and try to mitigate the amount of money given away. But Jug's already 700 gold ahead of this Enigma. That's a bit unfortunate. Got bottom lane fight going on as well with the barrage. They were looking for Boxy snowball save to run out the duration. He's got another one available, and they should be able to keep on chasing with that afterburner. Boxy's got nowhere to run. He'll go straight under the tower, and Yuma will just wait for the last hit and get that kill. So no deny this time around. Or at least no split kill happening in jungles. Going for the body blocks. That barrage is hurting.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gold for me.
Loaded to the gills.
We're not even going Vessel on Nisha. We're going straight Aghanims. The pub build on this Tornaris build-up would be earn Vessel, just like the Cold Snap Invoker usually would, and then go into the Boots of Travel, and then Aghanims after. He's going straight for it, so we're going to see a very early impact from that Tornado. Some trouble. Snowball comes out. The Blade Fury comes out as well. And Schofield, he's able to distance himself from that Blade Fury. Mickey taking some serious damage from those Eidolons. Level 2, they already do a whole lot more work.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Close to the Juggernaut falling, but he does have that healing ward and also has a salve for himself. So he's regenerating up and he has a secondary source of healing. It is... Dominator almost done on the Tidehunter.
Yes.
Have a good timing for himself.
Were those
Hit
cracks
to
in Dire's
the
top
Lycan
tower?
on Divine Llama in game 1. He was slightly more punished.
Dire's top tower
Couldn't
is
find
under
a proper
attack.
word. My English is not my first language. I'm coming up with the appropriate words every now and then. Yeah, that's a bit rough, in it. As Nisha is going to get caught by the lasso. Whisper with Yuma coming in, the fall down, doing so much work there. Whisper will pick up the last hit, finish off the Invoker, so will allow the Batrider to catch up in this matchup here. Black Hole also popped in the top lane, but there's an instant snowball, which Tusk should always be able to do on the Enigma. Adulterate Kabai Llama. And now Yuma, 1 versus 3. TPs are coming in. There's also a Ravage Tidehunter. Hasn't leveled it up yet, but he could pop it if a fight's about to happen. Still on the chase. Boxy is dropping low. Boxy's just going to die before he even gets a snowball off. And Schofield's charge changed his target, so he gets a bit of poke on the Snapfire. Nice dodge there on the shotgun. And Ace did level up the Ravage. Yuma's still coming back in. Look at Tidehunter taking a ton of damage, but Yuma might get baited by it. He's got 104 stacks of Afterburner. He's moving really quickly all around the place, and they can't get close enough. Liquid are trying to stay hidden while Ace tanks damage, but Yuma will retreat. Fight's not over. Schofield. Yuma, he's coming back. Helicopter is spotted under vision. Schofield charges through all 4 heroes. The Eidolon doing work. He's going to finish off the Snapfire with them. And now comes Yuma into the fight. Ravage comes out, and the healing ward is placed down by Mickey. Yuma still got full mana, going for Boxy. He's got no way to defend himself from this, and Yuma runs him down. And they'll set their focus onto the Tidehunter and get a double for the Gyrocopter.
Beating on Dire's top
That gyro
tower.
never managed to leave. The patience from Yuma waiting at that gate. Is there going to be a second round of fighting? The comms were definitely hinting into that direction, that I'm going to go in, don't leave yet. And it pays off.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Oh. Nisha's in trouble. Nisha's in serious trouble. The hasted Spirit Breaker is right next to him. The tornado goes onto the Batrider. They just turn their attention to Whisper. But Schofield, remember that movement speed, deals extra damage to his bash. He just has detection. There's the dust coming out. They see the Invoker. Nisha is dropping low. Schofield coming in again for round number 2. And they'll be able to take him down. The disarm of the backline. But here comes the rest of Heroic. 3 more heroes against the 2 supports. Boxy getting run down again. And Yuma will clean them up. Whisper will get the double kill on the Batrider. And Heroic 3,000 gold ahead, 10-4. And this Gyrocopter will finish the first 10 minutes with almost 6,000 net worth.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Setting up in bottom. Yuma's coming in.
Radiant's middle
King Jungles
tower
was
is under
thinking about the
attack.
song there for a second. They're just going to reel in the Tidehunter even deeper into the lane. 1 TP from the Snapfire. No level 6 still on Tofu. Have the cookie to push Ace to safety, but that Kraken Shell is slowing him down. Nisha will have to intervene. Going for the Naga. Nice dodge by King Jungles. Doesn't get hit by the EMP. Snowball very deep in. Yuma might have to pop the Rocket Barrage, and he's going to be okay as Boxy Snowball runs its course. And Schofield, he hit the backline, takes down Ace, and there's the Naga song. If not Boxy, he's got 9 seconds for a snowball. He ain't getting away.
Material.
Ice Fall down almost on point there to grab the Invoker. We'll have another tornado to throw in, but Yuma is not affected by it. And he'll clean up another. Unstoppable now on this gyrocopter. Constantly in the fighting, and they even spot some stacks, so with that flak cannon, they can clean this up.
Dire's bottom tower has shattered to little pieces.
More fuel for the fire.
Loaded to the gills.
Yep, Ares' hometown. It's gonna host some great tier 1 teams playing for a $1 million LAN. We hope to see you there. 5k lead for Heroic so far, and this is proving to be a lot better than I was picturing in my mind. I was liking the fact that they went for the Enigma pick. They had the Yuma gyrocopter already secured. And then this surprise Spirit Breaker might not have proven to be a lot during the laning stage, considering how much last hits Mickey was able to pick up. He's he managed to keep up that pace pretty nicely, although he has been zoned out from the lane completely and resorted to jungle farm above the lane. But he's finished his Battle Fury in a very good time. But Heroic's draft has definitely clicked together. They have a really strong 5-man when you think about the abilities that they've got at hand. Charging away, targeting Nisha, but jungle's a little bit too far away. Full rush allows you to get to a safe distance. Whisper picks up the Invis rune, and this... no idea about it. Okay, there's a single range creep that just ruined the party for him with that sentry placed down the ground. So yeah, there goes your Invis rune. Definitely feels a bit choked. Liquid. Claustrophobia might be striking any moment with those tier 2s only standing. Not having full control of your triangle. There's a Obs ward blocking the ancient camp.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
The deep wards placed down in top. I think they also have info. Mickey just refuses to farm that deep anymore. Keeping himself hidden in the fog. It's a smart move, right? As a carry player, you kind of have to recognize that these wards, well, now they're instantly pinging Mickey. I just said he made a good move. He literally made the move that might cost him his life. Spirit Breaker's charging in from a very far distance, so they spot Schofield. Mickey probably has info now that they have vision here. The Tornado Whispers trying to get in closer through the trees. Land himself a flame break to grab the Invoker, but the Tornado on cooldown, but just couldn't find an angle in. Nisha was already backing away. That is the Agent of Tornaris active now. The Courier delivers the axe. He's got 150 mana to work with. So very limited resources for Liquid, but they're still gonna go for it. You're at 1/4. You're at 1/4, so you'd have to stay hidden for this for a while. Maybe they move through the gate towards bottom.
They die by our hand, not yours.
Oh yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, I've seen some on the Instagram reels as well, where he dances as a witch doctor. He drops his ulti and he just stands up and does a little 360 there. That's some pretty cool stuff. There's also an account that does video games in job interviews. So they're talking about like you play a lot of World of Warcraft. You talk about in an interview like, yeah, I have experience in large projects and running 20 to 40 people, which is with very limited resources, yada yada. There should be one about Dota, how you're able to communicate and manage and lead strategies. So there should definitely be somebody, just an idea for somebody. I'd like to see a Dota version one. Whisper is spotted under vision. Boxy's right next to him as Nisha is trying to run away. Whisper is completely out of position right now. With that BKB, being able to go onto Boxy. Misses out on the big prize, which is Nisha. Wait for Whisper's BKB to run out. There's the tornado. Those little tornadoes down on the ground. Whisper is taking some dot damage, and he's deciding to TP away with King Jungle landing that song. And he will be able to escape, but here comes the rest. Do Liquid think that they fully backed away? They think that they fully retreated because, again, that one ward has been giving them so much information, and they're going to isolate Mickey, who is just completely thrown around in a washing machine, and that will be a free pick on the Juggernaut. I don't know what went down because Tofu's ward on those steps has shown every move from Heroic to the top lane, that Mickey's still somehow unable to escape from that area.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Double damage.
Yeah. Liquid doesn't have anything in terms of damage except for the Omni Slash that could go through BKBs or go through the Naga Song. They are heavily reliant on those BKB charges running out or being on cooldown to initiate onto Heroic, especially with this Tornaris Invoker. That Tornado does roughly 500 damage on the final rank. Currently it's doing 410 plus 130 DPS from the Twisters.
Radiant structures are fortified.
None of that is really going through a BKB. The tornado effect doesn't go through. DPS is also reduced by 60% of that magic resistance.
Bounty killing.
Tormentor being taken.
Bottom tower's got
And it's a good time for a quick mention on Fissure's social medias. !F into chat or click the banner right below the stream.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Head over to Fissure's various social media channels. Hit follow. Stay up to date with all the content and news that's coming up.
Slithering.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you don't have that BKB, Snowball will always cancel your Black Hole. Now the Walrus Punch is the only thing that goes through, and with a good chance, you Snowball into the Black Hole where he's BKB'd, so the Black Hole cancel doesn't work. And you're stuck inside. Targeting bottom. Vision is applied on Mickey. Whisper was trying to look for the lasso. Boxy intervenes nicely. Pops the shard, but Whisper will just continue with the harass. And they're going to hit the back one. There's the Black Hole. Catching the Tusk. Catching the Juggernaut. They will both die inside of it. And Tofu's trying to get some damage out with the Mortimer's Kisses. Going to get thrown back by the Flame Break. Schofield going for the chase here. Nice Tornado there from Nisha to zone them out, but unfortunately doesn't connect onto any of the heroes. Boxy coming in the buyback as well with the Tusk. Juma, he's pretty deep in, but does still have that BKB. And Hell Liquid is only down to 3 heroes. They force out the glyph. And Nisha and the boy is just unable to deal any damage whatsoever to Heroic. Ace is still trying to get in position for that Blink Ravage. They're still on the chase, but looks like they won't be able to catch them. They're too fast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, good setup there. Bringing the lasso into the black hole. While Llama, well, even if he didn't have his BKB on, the only thing that would have helped was Ace with a Ravage to try and release that Juggernaut, get that Omni Slash off. But because he revealed that BKB, it definitely shifted things up a little bit. Meanwhile, upstream, Nisha and Boxy have both died to Whisper. And they are still going for more. Mid-gate, he's thinking about an Omni Slash there for a second against Schofield. As they will find a Snapfire in the back lines. Finish off another kill for themselves. Boxy currently on a dieback, so he's 40 seconds still out. Gonna have to stretch this game out and hope that your lineup is gonna have the efficiency later on. You are still playing into a gyrocopter whose timings hold for a very long time in a game. You have Enigma with the black hole, pure damage with the Midnight Pulse, and plus that Aghanim's later on that will also improve that damage output by a lot. And of course, you're still playing into a Naga song, so pretty much all of the fights will go on heroics terms. Another charge from Schofield. He spotted Nisha. Not under a tier 2 tower, though. Liquid are still holding on to their ground. I mean, they have, with all these fights lost, still held on to every single tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Really trying to draw Liquid in to get the start to fight on Liquid's terms, because Heroic is so far ahead. They know that even if Liquid comes in with all 5 heroes, they can definitely win that fight, even if it comes through a counter initiation. So Heroic is not forcing the move themselves. Instead, they're trying to lure Liquid to lose more heroes than just finding a single pick-off. That's why they're just playing the map, keeping the waves pushed in. Kind of allowing Liquid to stay in the game, hit their item timings, but because it's a 15k lead, it's a position that you can make the decision. We can allow Liquid to stay in, hang in. Now with the Aegis, you obviously gain a bit of an advantage to try and push for objectives.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, he's just gonna finish off this Juggernaut all by himself.
Axes, please!
Might as well. Manta used and an instant Orchid to follow. Ah. Ball in mid.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Are those cracks in Dire's top tower? Dire's structures are fortified.
This Gyro has, this Batrider has marked you in every single way. The only protection he doesn't have is a Ghost Scepter. If he also had that, you could just stand on top of the Jug, burn him up, stack up Napalm. You can force his Manta and then Orchid. Or if you see him Omni Slash right away and he's just refusing to use that Manta, then you just Ghost Scepter and defend yourself. Fire now. Boxy's also coming in. Whisper will have to fight this one with the backup of Schofield finally kicking in, but that Spirit Breaker is gonna soak up a lot of damage. Oh, Mickey's clipped. Can he Manta himself down? I don't think he even wants to use it right now because all of Heroic are on the way. He doesn't even have a TP. He might just have to try it. Big black hole from the song, and Divine Llama will land that big black hole right on top of him. There's a Ravage still to follow from Ace, and Whisper will live throughout all of that Mickey cliff, and they realize, oh wait, that was the Jug in there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Fortunately, it feels like every Invoker that we seem to cast, be it the Agent of Galaron, be it Mind of Tornaris, be it the Scholar of Korix.
On the hunt.
We are yet to see the big and scary impact of all of these facets on the Invoker. It feels like the regular spells are still getting all the credit for the hero. Schofield at least will take the full combo from Nisha. Ace will follow up to kill that Spirit Breaker. With all that's been happening, that Age has picked up. That's 2 tier 2 towers down. A team fight 1 for Heroic.
Help Dire's middle tower.
Liquid's still in the game, but we have seen how hard it is to hold on to this.
Illusion!
Manta's already used there as well, so he just ends up getting silenced by Whisper. Whisper Batrider, if he was 10 and 12 in his opening match, he's 11, 0, and 11 on his second Bat performance. So every day, Whisper looking better and better for Heroic on that mid position.
Looks like!
Whoa! Sit burn!
Yep. Charging forward, hoping that he could draw the attention to try and get them to hurt his Aegis. It will expire as he flies up in the air, so that tornado at least prevents his mana regeneration.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Does come at the cost of them losing Tofu and the final tier 2 tower.
Dire's middle tower
The base
just went down.
will be next on the list. Oh, you've got Jog and Invo. He's bringing him in closer, and Divine Llama's like, just land the black hole in there. Let's clean him up. And that should be the end of the game right there. More drops. Schofield shows up as well for the party. Liquid not forcing the tap out instantly after seeing that. They still got a round of buybacks to go with. They will take this maybe there's one more fight. They didn't use Ravage. They didn't use Omni Slash. They're gonna give it a try. This is what you still have your
Dire's
ults.
middle tower just
You
went
still have
down.
something to play for.
Dire's middle barracks are under
You can do
attack.
it.
Dire's middle barracks have fallen. It looks like Dire fortified their structures. Dire's middle barracks are taking damage.
Yep.
Dire's top barracks are getting
Yeah, rough
jammed
game
up.
for both carries from game 1.
Dire's middle barracks
The
have
impact
fallen.
of the Pudge into game 2, the impact of the Jug.
Dire's bottom tower
Both
is
carries
Dire's
end
bottom
up
tower
struggling.
always did get short shrift.
While the other
Dire's
seems
snow
to be
fortified their structures.
the richest man on Earth. Field. Tornado. Force that. Getting a nice sidestep going for himself, and there comes Yuma. Nice blink away from Boxy as soon as that snowball ends.
The barracks may be
Close to
next.
getting caught by the barrage by Yuma. Could have broken his blink. Okay, is back up. Nobody to be found. Heroics just keeping home.
Stare into the abyss.
Where's my pension?
Breaker caught up by an anchor. Sunstrike on top. Mid-gate to follow with some damage. Whisper hits the backline. Look for that snapfire. Got the kill on Boxy first, and Mid-gate's just dying to the raw. Right clicks up Yuma. There's a Ravage, but it's only cosmetic at this point as Liquid. They'll lose all 5 heroes, and there's the GG call. We are going finally into a game 3 as Heroic. They fight back.
Double kill!
Radiant victory!
Bit more from Nisha. And also to highlight Boxy.
5 seconds remaining.
That Tusk never got going. Compared to that Hoodwink that was MVP in game 1,
Dire team
game 2 was
ban.
night and day. Into the worst direction.
10 seconds remaining.
True.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, you do. It's not entirely his fault. I do have to slightly scold
seconds
Ace,
remaining.
level 1 Kraken
Radiant
Shell,
team's turn
and
to
you have
ban.
tag team on Tusk. What are you guys doing? Like you are not doing anything in that lane. One is willing to
Dire
soak
team's
hits, and
turn
the
to
other one
ban.
wants to play aggressive. So, the shift up on level 1 abilities and try to apply pressure on your opponent. Rock a barrage or even
10
a flat
seconds
cannon level
remaining.
1 is not the best ability to harass back. Tag team is so much
5
stronger. So if
seconds
they had
left.
Gush and
Don't
tag
freeze
team,
up.
I'd instantly be looking at a potential first kill. Maybe that lane starts to
Radiant
turn into a
team's
different
turn to ban.
direction. So, Liquid, they were not ready. They were not prepared for that safe lane matchup. That Heroic
10
had.
seconds
Instead,
remaining.
they're going to ban the Gyrocopter going into game 3. The Puck, the Naga also removed. I think the
5
Naga ban
seconds remaining.
is a very good
Radiant
one. That
team
hero
ban.
has been problematic
Dire team
all the way
ban.
from game 1 to game 2. This entire series has really been a lot about that Naga Siren's presence.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
True. Yeah, they haven't hit the jackpot landing because all series have gone into game 3. Mal's tied up in the opening series, Nigma tied up in the upper bracket semis, and Heroic tied up right now in this
Dire
series. So
team's
game
turn to pick.
2s
Radiant
haven't
team's
been
turn to
Liquid's
pick.
forte. See what game 3 is going to give us. We're starting off with the Beastmaster, followed up by the with the Marcy band, followed up by the Beastmaster pick to open the draft. And the inch.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Don't freeze up. Dire team's turn to ban.
Bristleback!
Bristleback, though? But it's not an answer to this Beastmaster directly. So I think Heroic is not worried about countering the Beastmaster in the laning stage, and
10
instead
seconds left.
build up something
Decided?
of their own. I'm just wondering what is Schofield
5
laughing
seconds
about.
remaining.
Maybe they're
Dire
cooking with
team
some
ban.
real ideas here. Or maybe he's just tired. he's doing the King Jungles where usually KJ is just sleeping in the background, taking a nice little nap in his gaming chair. Also, big question: is
10
Boxy's
seconds
neck
remaining.
pillow? Oh, it's the right way around now. It's not tilted
5
upwards.
seconds remaining.
That it's like an in-game ritual. If the game's not going well, he just tilts it. Like in not is it vertical or horizontal? Which one is that? I don't remember when it's like up down. Vertical. All right, so horizontal is left to right, vertical is up and down. There we go. You learn something new every day.
Radiant team's turn to ban.
Hmm. Mm-hmm,
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but that's the sun goes up and down during a sundown, so that's horizontal to me. So I don't know. That just sounds logical to me that a horizon is up and down, but that's just the way my brain works. That's my ADHD is kicking in with that. But shout out to all the esports moms, especially Mila, all the girls and women who are playing video games and Dota. You guys are so much smarter than me, at least right now. So that being said, we got our our last second face ban coming in. They removed the bat, removed the quap. So trying to take away some of these traditional Whisper heroes throughout this tournament and force him to play something new by the looks of it. So they're leaving the Timber in the pool, which has actually been banned a couple times, mainly because of Divine Llama, but Whisper, Divine Llama, either one could play it. But you got to keep that hero in mind. It could come up if the game is right.
Radiant team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And I like the idea of the Beastmaster in here and only banning the Quap,
Dire
because the
team's
Storm
turn
and
to
the
pick.
Lesh, we've already seen that they struggle versus a Beastmaster in that mid matchup. The Beastmaster has been running them down already at level 3. So if that level 3 timing hits on a mid Beastmaster, and then you have an off-lane Mars to focus on the Bristleback, it could just be that they play an off-lane Bristleback in the
10
end for Divine
seconds
Llama.
remaining.
So then they wouldn't be too worried about the Mars going through. As he would
5
more
seconds
be just
remaining.
a damage-dealing
Dire team's turn to
off-laner.
pick. Radiant
Maybe your
team's
pulse one ends up having a bit more control. But Juggernaut in the Bristleback, Omni-Slash always hits from the front. He doesn't care about Bristleback's Bristleback. And then you have a break brought up with the Hoodwink. So Liquid is at least coming prepared for that BB.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I don't think it's good anymore. I don't think it's good anymore because then you'd have to play. Then you'd have to, because of both the Hoodwink and the Jugger, that Bristleback is struggling in this game. You'd have to play Mars offlane, and your carry is going to get broken. Yeah, it would not look like a great carry pick if you bring in the Mars. I feel like Mars would have an okay time, and the Bristle would have a bad time in the game. Because you have to think further. What happens after the laning stage? Liquid have really good heroes to focus down your pos 1. That is a big source of damage. Mars is not exactly the biggest source of damage as a whole, and you have BKB building heroes, which takes away from the Mortimer's Kisses, from the shotgun that he has. Snapfire's damage is mitigated. So you would need a mid laner who brings sustained damage in that sense. So I'd rather keep the Bristle now as an offlaner. Look for your other support and potentially your carry or your mid. So we get KJ on the Warlock, and we're bringing up the Enigma for Divine Llama, which we already saw work against the Juggernaut. So we're still going with Bristle carry, which it could be feast or famine this game. It's going to be either one.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
KJ. Content break. Content break. Yeah, carry on. Sorry, I just had to highlight KJ there.
Dire team's turn
But I
to
could be
ban.
naive. I'm just feeling like this Bristleback's too targeted this game. And they're going to bring out the Mars, which will make this Bristleback carries game a lot harder. That locks in a Nisha Beastmaster, and we need a last pick for either Boxy or for Tofu, because
10
Tofu has
seconds
played
remaining.
that Hoodwink as a 5 if Boxy sees a good pause 4 still open in the
5
pool.
seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Well, they don't have anything onto the Faces Void too, so I guess you could make that last minute shift. Wisp
10
actually
seconds remaining.
Whisper Bristle, right? When you talk about, we have just transitioned
5
into the
seconds
mid position
remaining.
from the offlane. We look at his offlane pool because he probably hasn't had the time in
Radiant
these
team
last
ban.
few weeks to learn something new that is exceptionally good. Maybe he has that hero. Maybe he doesn't. We do not know. And Liquid probably doesn't know either. So very likely it's just ban heroes away from his hero pool that he's most likely to play. And that data is available for you at hand.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
you're right. It could have been a mid Bristleback in that sense.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to ban.
Boxy will not get his pudge. That's probably what he most likely wanted. It's going to be his call what pick he wants. Blitz is basically just listening right now. Maybe
Dire
thinking or
team's
planning,
turn to
but most
pick.
likely this is just going to be Boxy making the call what hero he wants to play. Mhm. Yeah, they're probably just weighing options. We have 1 second left on the clock, so who
10
wants to be the
seconds
better hero?
remaining.
Boxy's definitely having a thinking phase, so I feel like this is his hero, and Hoodwink's going pause
5
5
seconds remaining.
will be the easy hint.
Radiant team's
And the
turn
hero
to
is
pick.
going to be a Spirit Breaker, which we already saw in the hands of Schofield in the last game. So Liquid picking up what worked for Heroic. It's
10 seconds
similar
left.
to the Tusk.
Decided?
in both of his abilities. The
5 seconds
the
remaining.
charge and the snowball, and then the nether strike and the walrus punch, or even walrus kick later on. Very similar. Yeah. Epo game, maybe? Abaddon
Choose
comes
your
out.
hero.
The Abaddon into the Beast and the Jug. It's a pretty solid pickup here, and that's going to be Yuma's carry pick. So we put the Bristle into the mid lane for Whisper. And this Bristle is quite heavily countered, let's put it that way. A lot of answers for Liquid to shut down Whisper in this game. The Abaddon will need some time to get online. You are playing against a very rapid, low cooldown lineup of Team Liquid. And Heroic, they probably have the better team fight as a whole when it comes to clustering up and stacking up. You have Fatal Bonds, Black Hole, Mortimer's Kisses. Bristle does some AoE damage too. And Abaddon will be your single target focus hero. How do you think that this one's going to go? I'm not saying Liquid has bad team fight. I mean, I'm just saying Heroic is good when they're AoE'd and clustered up, but Liquid has really good solo target pickoff as well, which could lead into a team fight if they get to start. Putting me at between a rock and a hard place because I want to say Liquid. I'm pretty sure when I say that, it's probably going to go Heroic's way this game. They already showed how this draft can work for the majority of it. But Liquid definitely has answers to multiple heroes. They have a lot of short cooldowns. Can increase the tempo of their gameplay and get this jugger to work, because game 2 it definitely didn't find its place, and Nisha will get to play this Beastmaster, which is going to ramp up really high in farm. I'm going to say Liquid just for the sake of it, and I'm probably going to regret saying that out loud, because usually always like I favor Heroic in so many ways, but I'm going to go in Liquid with this one, and hope they prove me wrong. It's a coin toss.
"30 seconds to battle."
And this would be a great way to start Heroic's run getting into another grand finals, because if anybody listened into KJ's speech during the international, that they've come to stay, next year will be theirs, and we're in that next year season, so let's see if that gets pushed on forward. And of course, remembering Dalai Lama, him and his throat singing, just a whole credit to him, maybe
Let's
for
get
Liquid
moving.
as well. The Warhorn sound. And we are underway. It is game 3 to decide who gets that first grand final spot out of the two. Already battling it out in the mid lane. King Jungle's forced out that heal, and they'll get this laning stage underway with the Bristle meeting the Beast. Is it the Beauty and the Beast, or is it something else? I'm disappointed in you, Harry. How can you call Bristle back a pig? He's a quill boar. A pig is a domesticated animal. A boar is a wild animal. It's not the same thing. Whisper, it's not. Whisper is a wild soul. He is not domesticated. He's not going to get controlled by anyone. You got a lot to learn. You got a lot to learn in your anatomy. And I had the highest hemoglobin of my class, so that's worthy of a medal.
The family will understand.
It easier for him. I think we had the same problem with the Spirit Breaker and the Enigma. At the start of the lane, you're kind of deprived of CS, but it did get better as time progressed. Especially when the Spirit Breaker was able to move around the map. And I believe Foxy, he's playing a freestyle hero. Very beneficial for him. Mickey is doing the same thing again. This time, he had 13 last hits less than in game number 2 versus this Enigma. So things have definitely changed with the Snapfire edition brought to this Enigma lane. It's a lot harder for Mickey. It's a lot harder for Mickey to have a free time hitting Eidolons when there's like a Spirit Breaker just staring at you. Fighting for the Lotus down in bottom. Foxy's forced away. Heroic will secure it. The top Lotus is uncontested. Should be going Heroic's way. Schofield should be able to get there first. We're applying the hurt onto Nisha. Nisha will at least, with that straight-up magic wand, always have charges to work with. Whisper just hopes that his mana pool is going to be enough. It's interesting to see a Bristle back to the bottle. I mean, it makes total sense, but it's still something I don't
Dire's courier has
every
been
single
killed.
day in Dota.
What
Bristle
did
mid.
that courier ever do to anyone?
Charge. Charge coming in on the Whisper. Try to prevent him from picking up that water rune. While in the top lane, Tofu will get the... top lane, Tofu will get the first blood off of Schofield Snapfire. He did finish off Mickey's courier. Mickey coming in with a vengeance to follow up on it, but Tofu able to pick up the final hit. Bushwhacking the Eidolons, clean them up. Oh, Whisper's doing jungle time.
Thanks for me.
Yep, top is even, mid is even. Bottom, Abba's making the difference here. Double melee lanes, never exactly easy to play. Yuma's going on a chase on Boxy. This could be a kill for him. He's got another Aphotic Shield to work with. That spear doesn't do nearly enough as Yuma will continue the chase. And Boxy, he'll die either to the Curse of Avernus or to the shield. And the curse is going to be enough. The Violama, with the help of Schofield, they take down Tofu. That's the first 2 kills for Heroic. Draw me a Enigma.
Dare not.
Yeah, Whisper roared and killed, most likely. Easy lockdown with Boxy brought in too. 3 heroes with a stun on a Bristleback, kind of easy to hit him in the face.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Shrine invasion. If they can pull that one off. He's carrying both of the lotuses. At 9 minutes, he could create himself a big flower. A very beautiful big flower for a 400 heal. Also, there's one on the Enigma. There's one on the Snapfire. Heroic has picked up all 4. Charge coming in down to the mid lane, targeting not Whisper, but the bottom lane. Yeah, he's got King Jungle's marked. Yeah, this might backfire for Heroic. Ace. Looks like Yuma's gonna get the rune anyway. King Jungles might have picked up info on that charge from Whisper, saying he's charging either one of you. So if they got lucky on that gamble, it's on the Warlock. So KJ stayed back a bit. Meant that the Spirit Breaker is not coming in full speed to challenge the Shrine. Comes out, but the pushback is right there. The Dolans are still doing damage to Mickey. Still has the healing ward to work with. The cookie and the follow-up right-click damage onto the Minus Armor is going to be enough. Nisha will instantly retaliate onto the Biolama. He'll send the Roar out onto the Enigma. He'll clean up a kill, but they do lose their Juggernaut. Schofield will get traded too, so it's a 2-for-1 with the Beastmaster rotating in, and that was him running to top, so he still had a TP straight back to the mid lane.
Dire's courier got killed.
Cornucopia. Mickey, when he's playing Juggernaut or Troll and he has his Battle Fury built up, that Cornucopia seems to always die. This is not the first time this happens.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
A bit unlucky for him. But also at the same time, courier movements. Gotta look after your couriers. Core players, especially you, looking at you. Support players have been doing it since 2007. 2006 even.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
At least now when players were given their own couriers, they still don't seem to be able to manage their micro on it. However, be it a courier dropping you some Dota tickets, for example, you'd be very lucky to do so, because you can find that with exclamation mark ticket into the chat or click the banner below for Fissure Playground 2 happening this month on October 31st to November 2nd in Serbia, Belgrade at the Sava Center. Same place where we had Fissure Playground 1 at the start of the year. Same spot. Tickets cost less this time around. Grab yours. We'll see you there for the first big LAN of the year. Yuma. He's got that great healing Lotus now, which they were able to build up and give to the Abaddon. Whisper's being targeted. That's going to be the same. Okay, Mickey's brought in for this one too. They want to get this Juggernaut participating. Here, the kill on Whisper.
Someone better help Dire's
He'll get a nice plus 300 into his net worth with that kill. They did get the tower in top with Yuma rotating in. So it will be a tower for a Bristle. Pick a pig of your own size. Ace, he's got an arena, but Yuma is charging forward. Doesn't quite get close enough to the Mars to hit him with the Curse of Avernus. Gets speared away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yep. Spirit Breaker is 200 XP short from level 6. KJ, he has it now technically, so he's killed enough creeps. While I'm over the Black Hole catching Tofu, I had the Dominator creep as well. The Centaur would have had a follow-up stun. Charge is going to fly through, so Boxy gonna have to pull this one off.
Dire's middle tower isn't going
Vision
to
of the
last
triangle
long.
too.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, double stack of the hard camp, double stack of the ancients will be gone. My llama teleported the hero. He left his army behind to help out with cleaning up those stacks. Enigma top of net worth. Dalai Lama leading the charge.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Yep, in a way, but it is also some damage into the black hole if he gets to play it free. Isha, they haven't seen him. That Invis rune Dalai Lama's playing very cautious right now. He doesn't know about the beast exactly, but he's aware that nobody is really showing.
Bounty killing.
Could have easily fallen for that trap that the Juggernaut is deep in the lane, and he'll just wait for the wave to push in. He's safe for now, so that's a bit of a backfired gank. Nisha's almost done with that Ags. He'll have a big power spike. That could also mean an early Roshan.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed.
Yep. Question is, can Nisha finish his Ags? Take Roshan at the bottom pit? Most likely not. So we'll have a nighttime Roshan in the top pit, which he will then definitely go for. Heroics got to see.
Regeneration!
Yeah, maybe. Still feel like they're still gonna do it if Heroic is doing something else on the map. Time will tell. But I'm just saying they can definitely do Roshan with the Ags on Beastmaster, so it kind of works as an equivalent of having an early Roshan taker like a Husker or an Ursa, a Meepo. Nisha's able to take the Arcane away. That would have been a nice pickup for the Bristleback. Off lane, Black Hole onto Mickey. Dalai Lama, does he have the damage to take down the Jug? He's dropping very low and still has the Zoo on top of him. The right clicks are coming in and Mickey healing, but it's not enough. He takes the healing ward as a bonus, and that's the blink ready on the Enigma. Solo kill on the Jug. Didn't have room to fill in that Midnight Pulse. Might have died in the Black Hole duration, but nicely chases him down, believes that he's got the damage, and also that micro of his units. There's always a risk when you have Eidolons about to expire that you hit your all units button to move your Zoo. But if those units expire, your keybind doesn't work and causes your hero to move instead. So if you're not using the setting of only stop, breaks the channel, there's a very high chance that you end up stopping your Black Hole channel. I've seen that happen in TI, I've seen that happen in LCQ, I've seen that in DPC happen so many times. We can analyze the full fight of that, why Enigma's Black Hole lasted for half a second. Ace lands a protective arena. They drop a golem because they have no idea with that Bloodsport facet where he is, if he's in or not. That golem's gonna be a miss, but they forced out the arena at least. Same time, Ags ready on the beast, with Tofu there going on a little bit of a hunt. He spot Whisper down in mid, and Whisper's gonna get caught with the Blade Mail active, but it will not do enough damage back. Only Slash is hitting the creep wave. The Mortimer's Kisses is burning the backline. Tofu's able to get out. They get the Beastmaster away. Yuma will land a bit of a miss, but Dalai Lama will find Boxy at least. It's still not the trait that they were hoping. It's a good pick for Liquid.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Bounty.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Got the Malefice stun, the Ripper Slash. There's the Boglet coming in with the Arm of the Deep. 2 multiplies, but Beast has too much HP. Those drums, with 10 stacks of drums of Slum, he's regenerating while he's teleporting away, so he's healing instead of taking damage. When you think about it, not a lot of control on Heroic. They have to time these abilities.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
It does seem like maybe that is the new dynamic of the team, that the Dalai Lama gets to play the late game earlier with his faster timings, and Whisper and Yuma kind of fill in that space. I love how you're saying like they could use abilities to pop the Lincolns with Roar and Spirit Breaker ulti, and I'm like, that's also a Roar. Like, there's so many. There's a couple roars that they have. The problem is that Lincolns is never going to fix your problems, because there's still Charge of Darkness that you can globally cast to break that Lincolns every single time.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Oh yeah, that was the big nerf that the Spirit Breaker suffered. Yeah. Yeah, I remember they changed that at some point, that the charge doesn't go through BKB anymore. So yeah, you are actually right in that sense. But still, there are a lot of abilities to throw in. You can itemize against the Lincolns pretty well too.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yep. Remember when Omni Slash hit once in Mars Arena? I remember. Yeah, because it still does. Yep. Like, oh, I didn't know that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think we're all ready for the big patch.
Dire have fortified their structures.
We'll have to wait when that's going to when that is going to kick in.
Radiant's top tower
Like
is
at the
under
end of the
attack.
year, we still have a
Dire's middle tower.
hopefully
isn't
getting
going
that
to
new
last
hero.
long.
You can never say anymore. TI didn't announce anything.
Radiant's bottom
About the
tower
hero
has got
release.
problems.
Which was a bit of a bummer. Left a lot of people waiting. False news in the end.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yeah. At least Kez is in Captain's mode, so something positive out of that. We're gonna get a smoke towards the top lane. Ace and Boxy might end up getting caught here. Heroic getting close. Smoke popped on Yuma. Ace is already hiding in the trees. Boxy's the one they're gonna find. That's not the one they wanted. That's the one that they're probably gonna get. But Ace, Mickey, Tofu coming in. 2-man bushwhack, catching the Warlock. And Yuma's ulti already burnt. We're on to the backline. Enigma dropping. Beautiful block. And the black hole goes out by Dalai Lama. They saved him from the sharpshooter. Dalai Lama gets the ulti off. The sacrifice pays off. Somebody jump down. Get down, Mr. President. And takes the sharpshooter in their chest. Allows that black hole to go off from Dalai Lama. And it's a whole new fight. Oh my god. Perfect timing. I would have loved to see the camera reactions there on Heroic of Dalai Lama. Like, wait, what just happened? And the guy's calms. That would have been a moment to hear. Absolutely. That puts Heroic in a big gold swing forward as Boxy will try to retaliate onto Schofield, find a kill off of the Snapfire, but instead he's just going to have to go for the TP out and let it go. 21 minutes into the game, Heroic in command. There have been heroic plays in the past as well that have made this team look so good. You can find them on Fissure's social media, as most importantly on their YouTube channel. But you might see some TikTok videos as well on !F, or click the banner below the stream. Make sure you're following Fissure on all of their websites. That fight was so big for Heroic. When you think about this lineup, where it can go, what it can do, if they can just push themselves a little bit more, they could find themselves in the grand finals. Nisha, however, he feels opposed to that idea. Finding the roar onto Schofield, getting a pick on the support Snapfire. Boxy also pushing himself really deep in here. Whisper's got a lot of movement speed slow on him. Unfortunately, he loses vision in the fog of war.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, you mean Liquid know about this? Heroic definitely know they're smoked. They're not wrong. They will find Nisha anyway. King Jungles is right there. Dropping the base. Quick link out there from the Beastmaster. That was the warning shot. And the real dangers in the river. Schofield is dead back to back. Just died in top. He dies in mid again. Catch Tofu. Ripper's Lash is there. Yuma will give the chase to the Hoodwink. The Eidolon's coming into play. There's a healing ward, but it won't be enough. And that also gets cleaned up by Yuma. Plus 75.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Radiant's
Green
bottom
Protector?
tower's got problems. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. I have that sticker. I have that sticker on WhatsApp, so you can download it for yourself. Me and my perfect Korean Protector impersonation.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Caught Foxy. There's the Golem. Drop the base right on top of the Spirit Breaker. 10 seconds left for another charge of darkness. This whole zoo not able to get that Spirit Breaker in the end. He's able to escape. The rest of Liquid TP straight back from that bottom lane.
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Yeah, that's like was it the Grasp of the Dead? The plus spell damage one. I keep forgetting because I never play these caster spells.
I trust there was a good reason.
Was it Whisper of the Dread? Yeah, actually Whisper of the Dread. Yeah, that's the one. Almost close. That's it does. It's like the tier 5 neutral to some players. So I guess the Cobalt Cup also works for the Spirit Breaker. And talking about Mr. Spirit Breaker, Boxy was by far the best stacking player of the last season. 1,912 times. Find these stats on spectral.gg, by the way. That's a lot of stacking. Should be automated. That's from all the tournaments calculated together. I can get you the full numbers of that top 5 list as well if you want. Okay, give me a moment.
They're beating on Dire's top towers. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is gone.
I guess it only makes sense. I guess it only makes sense. You used to be a pro
Radiant's
player,
bottom
so
tower's got
you don't
problems.
probably look at numbers that much, except for the ones that your hero does in that game. Those who will be caught here, meanwhile, by heroic.
What?
So for me, I think for me, it's a lot easier to analyze and look at numbers and build a story around that, and bring in the insight of how the player sees things. Maybe I'll bring up these statistic numbers for tomorrow, because I can't do it during the cast, but there's a lot of digging that I need to do. But we'll get to that. We can bring that up for tomorrow's grand finals, given either heroic, maybe even Boxy finding himself in the grand finals, or Liquid just wandering away from it. It's not a... Maybe. I mean, it's not a huge deficit that Liquid is playing in this game, at least economy-wise. How do you see this game right now? Is there something really notable in terms of timings? To retaliate. Schofield's already dead by the time his TP finishes. I don't think it's a bad idea to gain benefit of 1 or 2 TP boots, maybe, for heroic. You still have tier 1s to teleport to and get fights going there.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Only 22 kills in game 3. Also looking ace has been avoiding most of the fighting in this game. 101. Tofu landed his full combo there onto the Snapfire. This time doesn't get away with the kill. King Jungle's computer vision. Whisper on the chase.
Not much
Gonna
good's
push right
happening
ready.
to
Here's the
Radiant's
charge from
bottom
Boxy.
tower.
He cleans up Schofield and he runs away with 700 movement speed. Tofu spotted. Oh, there's the Malefice from Divine Llama. He won't get away. It could have been a big bummer for heroic, because Boxy came in, swept for that quick kill, and now he's instantly cutting the wave down in bottom, so there's no way to push that tier 2 either. However,
Radiant's
you
bottom
mentioned tier 3
tower's got
damage. The
problems.
mid tier 3 from Liquid has already
middle
taken
tower
almost
isn't
600
going to
damage
last
from
long.
creeps. Arena finally placed down, and they'll get his second assist of the game. Ace DKBs and goes for the run. Whispers right next to him, but this utility tank bristleback is not a threat. On his own, at least.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse. Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
Their identity is a bit lost right now. Boxy, nice bulldoze usage there, because that Orchid doesn't really do anything. That Nether Strike at least gets cancelled by it, but he just runs it off and continues to go away. Schofield is being charged again. Boxy is 400 damage, and Nisha goes in for the roar, and again they keep farming this Snapfire over and over and over again. Bloodthorn Abba. Bloodthorn Abba has to be the answer. I mean, I've seen so many of these Abaddon lineups go for the Bloodthorn until things start to happen. about a mini game in a game. Spirit Breaker must die. Might be the
Discipline fails
side
us.
task. Maybe even the main quest right now for Heroic right now that they need to address. Box is standing by. Going to be vision on the line while he doesn't rough up his Linkens, but he does now. While Tofu, no trees left here in this bottom lane. Ace cut them down with his arena usage last time around. Again, Boxy just continuing to play the, let's say, the off-lane Spirit Breaker, where you're just charging from one lane to another lane. You keep them pushed in. Nisha will get a nice shard for himself. That complements his Ags. Extra Hawk means extra drums of slum charges. Not a lot of attack speed, too. Saving up for a level 3 ult, I guess. No, he's not filing in the report until the game is over, right? Might as well be that he has a book when he's at level 24 and just wants to get that 25.
Bounty.
I mean, KJ wasn't entirely that interested in the draft, wasn't he? He was doing roly-polies with his gaming chair, so might talk something about his attitude playing a Warlock in a game like this. He's hoping for more action to happen. And it's like, guys, can we please do something? I'm playing Warlock. This game's like the most boring game I've ever played. And they smoke up as 5, and Heroic finally deciding to do something. Nisha has finished off a tower with the help of a single boar. Whisper. Tofu is in vision. I think he caught a glimpse off of that hoodwink. Do they see them coming in, though? There's a Snapfire also on the other end. Nisha gets hit by the nasal goo, and they spot the beast in the trees. He pops his BKB, but he cannot target the Violama. They're just kiting him around, and he goes for the teleport out, and the Violama's hesitant. Should he use his Black Hole on this or not? Snapfire caught Tofu. Tofu getting caught by the stun as well. The Yule's finally coming into play, and the silence is there. Hoodwink slowed down to a crawl, and Roshan's attention pulled away. He tries to get out with the Force Staff, but that just means Heroic will get the kill and force the BKB of the Beastmaster. TP King home and opening up a Roshan of opportunity. Ace, the Swift Slash goes into the Ghost Scepter of the Snapfire, but he Force Staffs into the arena wall and dies in the process. Abba coming out of the pit, trying to get some damage out. He's got the Bloodthorn ready, and they go straight for the Mars, and look how quickly he dies. And BKB comes out and he buys a bit of time for himself, but he is really, really low on HP, and Whisper will just run him down, and that is another BKB down for Liquid. Heroic have only lost their support so far. You're drawing circles around this Roach Pit, and most importantly, that's Yuma. Same time, Liquid are also making some paintings. This Roshan needs to be contested. Mars will respawn. He'll have 9 seconds on his BKB cooldown, so technically, if Mars TPs into an objective, that means he'll have his ulti up and his BKB up in the next fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Guess it's my shot.
Oh yeah, 80 finds a Yuma finds an 80. But is he gonna go into the Roach Pit with this or not? Like he's a bit hesitant to do so. Nisha picked up a Sacred Relic on the Courier, so he's gonna have a Nullifier.
Little pieces.
AD for that Roshan. The constant scanning towards that pit. Appa's got no TP right now, so he'd have to run either straight towards the pit or to the mid lane or go straight to the gate to make it in time. Liquid smoking up. They're going to start claiming territory. Amplifier on that Beastmaster. He does a ton of damage with his right clicks. Gem also on the Spirit Breaker. Davai Lama. There's a lot on this Enigma now in this next team fight. Find Boxy first. That silence only lasts for a second, but the bulldoze charges away. Schofield, he's in a very dangerous position right now. He blinked in aggressively. Ace hits the backline. Both supports are inside it. Whisper will take the fight. There's also Davai Lama with the black hole, but it doesn't do enough. The Lincolns is gone. They'll lose maybe another hero here, and that could just be the Enigma first. He drops down, but they fight versus Nisha. Finish him off. King Jungles will drop as well. That's going to be the Warlock dead. What can they do on the side of Liquid? Foxy charging onto the back onto the Snapfire. Looking for the kill on him. The spear flying in. It doesn't connect onto them, and Mickey, he can't get in position to get the damage out. And Yuma, he's almost done with that Spirit Breaker. He'll finally get him out. Ace going for the hunt onto that Snapfire. He needs just a spear to finish off the Granny. Can he get him? Can he find him? He'll go for the teleport out instead and retreat from this battle. Look at the supports. Look at that arena from Ace. He finds a pixel perfect ulti to catch both of them, and they're stuck in there. Even though they're not threatened, they get their full focus on that Enigma thanks to that.
There was a good reason.
Really close to dying there. He got his Ghost Scepter off, but slightly too late to dodge the God's Rebuke damage. And it looked like Mars could go for a spear and then teleport home, but he left that spear. Davai Lama, that broker is probably going to die down at bottom as he gets hit by a 600 damage charge. Davai Lama was ready for it, but dropped the Midnight Pulse. Didn't actually catch the Spirit Breaker with the Malefice. Aggressive on Mars, forcing his BKB. Ace will have to back out. Bristle also carrying that Aegis. Whisper, did he just finish an item? Yeah, he got the heart. Heart, SNY, AC. He's got so much. Yeah, no. Okay, oh, yeah, he probably had that then, yeah. I haven't really been keeping up with the Bristol's inventory, but he's got a lot of armor items in there. Lotus, AC, Blade Mail. Not enough room for all of these because he also has to hold on to an Aegis and a gem. Okay, he gave the gem away.
Visibility.
Turn out to be a 40-minute game at least.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Heroic, and they finally start threatening that high ground. Schofield, keeping Boxy busy. Well, but onto the back line, Yuma. Pressure with the Bloodthorn onto the Hoodwink. Tofu's able to get back to the safety of that fountain. Whisper gets to work. Does slow down his attack speed.
Dire's bottom tower always did get short shrift.
And his attention to the Spitzel back, but he's not taking any damage right now. Even that Swift Slash doesn't do a lot, and Mars is caught. Mars does not have his BKB, and Ace is dead. That Bloodthorn strikes again. He's got another one available. A BKB on the backline. Davai Lama thought he's going to get jumped on by somebody as the Spirit Breaker hit him, or at least hit the backline. So that's Davai Lama's BKB just gone. Does have that refresher at least, and didn't use Black Hole yet. We'll just have one Black Hole without the BKB. However, Heroic, they finally clean up a lane of racks. They can't deal with Whisper.
Wicked sick!
And Boxy dead.
Dire's
Oh
middle
no.
tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower just went down. So some bad
Could be
news now.
Megas.
Dire's middle
It
barracks.
could be
Dire's middle
just
barracks
Megas
are
right away.
falling.
That Mars as well has to buy back with the arena to get something done. Yuma applying pressure onto the Beastmaster. Nisha has to fall back to the fountain. Themselves the black hole on Mickey. Mickey getting caught by the golem as well and trying to survive the healing ward will keep him alive, and everyone of Heroic is inside this small clustered space. Ace will be there with that buyback. Tofu almost got some damage, and Mickey does find one, but can he find more? Swift Slash is ready. Nisha looking for the roar onto Yuma. Yuma will turn around. The Bloodthorn onto the Beastmaster. Nisha needs to get away from it, and Yuma will continue to tear him down. They will finish him off. King Jungles will drop, and that leaves Heroic with just 2 heroes, but they are the untouchable ones. They are Whisper's Bristle, and this unkilled Abaddon. 806 still on Yuma.
Radiant's courier has been killed. They always go after the courier.
Yeah, they caught the Mars lane, and that means he is gone for 2 minutes on the Mars. He will not be returning to the defense. As Heroic, they've already cleaned 2 lanes of racks. 1 more to get the mega creeps going. Do not have creeps around, though. They have made sure on the side of Liquid that those waves are being cut. Boxy is trying to go there too, and the Violama reads this move. He sees Boxy coming in. He'll keep the Dolans, keeping tabs on him. At least the mid wave now finally gets through. They can remove the backdoor protection. That is close enough so that they can get straight back to work.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Nisha jumping the back line onto the Snapfire. Gets saved by the Force Staff. That is another rescue coming out. Lama still 40 seconds with the Black Hole. King Jungle pulls out. The Omni Slash is on the Golem, and that is not a very good Omni Slash indeed. And Mickey has to retreat once again. Yuma is in the front there. He doesn't get the silence off yet. He's got another Bloodthorn going out, but he hit a different target, but the Juggernaut will fall. He knows that the only option now is to just buy back and hope it's going to be enough to punish Heroic. Keep them away from the base. Boxy, he's just got that BKB, and he'll have to pop it. He's trying to get away from Yuma, away from Dalai Lama. Double Black Hole is coming off cooldown. 6 seconds and 13 on the refresher. Mickey, he's got no way out of this one. He's too slow to escape, and there's your Black Hole, which is probably going to end the game as Dalai Lama will close him out. It doesn't kill Mickey right away, but Whisper and Yuma, they bring in the extras. Make sure that happens. Dalai Lama, he's getting blocked by his own Eidolon. His own facet choice is screwing him up. He got stuck there for a second, but it doesn't seem to matter too much because he's got the protection for his teammates. Close this one out. Ace, he still trying to hold that front, but Liquid down to 2 heroes. The remaining 3 are just the Mars, the Beast, and the Spirit Breaker. The Ancient is exposed. There's the arena, and there's an instant Black Hole coming in to catch the Mars, catch the Beast, and that's what you want to see from that Divine Lava Enigma. And Heroic will be the first grand finalists of this FISSURE Universe.
Radiant victory!